What's up guys, I have an assortment of updates for you on stimulus checks. This is your stimulus checks update. Now if you missed my last video, I guess you caught up on the federal level stimulus check of $1,000. That's right, a fourth federal level check that is currently being proposed in Congress. And I get you caught up on the latest. We're hearing that traction is being made as we're in these midterm elections. And we could potentially see something get passed through executive orders and executive actions, as the president is saying he's taking this into consideration, and we're expecting to see a lot of executive actions taken here very soon. In this video, I'm gonna be getting you caught up on the checks that are coming your way right now on various state and city levels. As you know, there was $350 billion passed in the American Rescue Plan Act for states, counties, and cities to use for the residents as they see fit. And now it seems like every other day we're seeing them finally taking that money and sending out checks to people. Then take a look at this headline coming out, you guys. Struggling Americans to get $1,000 universal basic income payments for a year. Are you eligible? I'm gonna let you know what city this is happening in right now. Also, who saw $250 payments this past weekend, they will be on the way hitting bank accounts. If they haven't already, I'm going to let you know who's going to be getting this and Social Security Supplemental Income 2020 to $250. One-time payments are going to be given now to survivor benefits. Find out who's going to be able to get this, and also Governor Wolf of Pennsylvania is urging the state to invest in seniors, individuals, and disabilities. As in the state of Pennsylvania, we're hearing proposals for stimulus checks and now again more proposals for checks and benefits in that state. I'm going to get you caught up on all the details on these articles in this video. Alright, so first up, struggling Americans are going to be getting $1,000 universal basic income payments for a year. Are you eligible? Well, it says more families are set to receive $1,000 payments every single month, and the new program will send checks to dozens of residents for one full year, so $1,000 every single month for a full year. The news comes as Austin, Texas City Council approved the plan on May 5th. As reported by local newspapers, the community impact is just one of several UBI programs to be approved across the country. Austin Mayor Steve Adler said in April 18th speech, between all the cities that are innovating here, somebody's got to be doing something right and has found the right way to do it. And I think that is the kind of Austin's responsibility to be a part of that search for how we make something like this best work. The city has set aside more than $1 million to fund the payments. Roughly 85 families will be served, and the city has also released a memo full of program information below as some of the program highlights. Now, who's going to be qualifying for this? Well, the city council has said they will consider the following families as candidates. Families at risk of eviction are entering homelessness, families that have missed utility bill payments, and people experiencing homelessness. And there are an assortment of UBI programs around the nation. I will keep you up to date as more popping up, sending out checks to low-income individuals, families. There's an assortment of different ones around the nation with different qualifications as they pop up. I'll be sure to keep you up to date here on the channel. Now up next, we saw $250 payments this weekend. So if you're in this city, you could be seeing this check. It might be on the way if you haven't already gotten it. Thousands of families in New York State saw a one-time payment was $250 on Saturday, but why? Because Governor Kathy Hochul announced on Friday that $28 million would be distributed to New York residents struggling with children. The money came from federal pandemic funds, the American Rescue Plan. Now the money went to families with children ages 17 or under and was to help with home expenses and bills over $216,000 from 112,000 families with benefit from the stimulus payments. The funds were sent directly to resident EBT cards. This counts as a Pandemic Emergency Assistance Fund, which was created under the American Rescue Plan Act in 2021. Now, the public assistance was created to help families and individuals with low income afford their basic necessities. So again, we're seeing funds that were passed back in March of 2021, now being used and providing stimulus checks, stimulus payments to help out people, and as these are popping up, I'll keep you up to date here on the channel. Now up next, Social Security Supplemental Income 2020 to 255 one-time payments are going to be given out in survival benefits. Find out who's going to be receiving this, why some Americans will receive $250 one-time payments for Social Security benefits. Many look at Social Security as just a form of monthly payments that retirees receive after paying into the systems their whole life. But about 65 million Americans benefit from Social Security in particular. There is a way of qualifying. Individual family members can claim a tutor and $55 lump sum payment, and that $255 amount is paid out to family members of individuals that have passed away. This is a part of the survival benefits. Now, while the $250 payments is only made for one time, there are other benefits that you can get for a death. So they go into detail here. A link in the description below, you can see all the benefits to those that have lost somebody that was on Social Security. Now also, let's talk about Pennsylvania, who urged the states to invest in seniors, individuals, and disabilities. And he was one of the ones that had proposed a state stimulus checks of $2,000. As we hear more about that, I'll be sure to keep you up to date. But he's proposing even more, saying there's still tons of leftover funds from the American Rescue Plan for the state of Pennsylvania, and he's looking to use it right away. Governor Tom Wolf this week called for Pennsylvania General Assembly to immediately use a portion of the $1.7 million and unspent American Rescue Plan funds dollars to help out older adults and individuals with disabilities through property tax and rent rebates to recover from the pandemic. Our Commonwealth is sitting on billions of dollars in federal pandemic relief money that is meant to help our citizens, and it is past time to use that money for its intended purpose to improve the lives of Pennsylvanians. And on the budget or a fixed income, inflation is causing costs to go up on everything, and it can lead to painful decisions. Now I am calling on Republican leaders in the General Assembly to take action to send those bills to my desk. Now in February, Governor Wolf proposed his $1.7 billion action plan, which includes a proposal to direct $204 million to provide property tax relief to Pennsylvanians. By investing in the existing property tax rent rebate program, the investment would be a one-time bonus rebate to current program users, doubling existing rebates with an estimated 466,000 Pennsylvanians receiving an additional average rebate of $475. So there are another stimulus payment, a tax rebate of $475. So you guys, that is some of the stimulus provisions that are coming out right now. And as more come out, as I mentioned, I'll be sure to keep you up to date here on the channel.